Hey guys, so we got something pretty special planned. It's my son's birthday party, and we are going to be doing a backyard camping. The thought of 10, 12, 10-year-olds is gonna be exhausting, but it's gonna be awesome. So laying out all the gear, getting everything set, and here we go. Tents, sleeping bags, all the things. Let's get it. Doing the military thing, the gear layout, sleeping bags, mattress pads, tents, all the things. And then we have some fun activities. Yes. Thermal imagers, night vision. Yeah, we're gonna have 10-year-olds with PVS 31s and PVS 14s and the new SIG Echo. But, we got 10 kids and parents splitting these teams up evenly for capture the flag. Not necessarily like dads versus kids, but there'll definitely end up being some competitive dads that are going to be in the fray. Having this opportunity to, of course, spend with my kid and spending time with my son is amazing. But as kids get older, parents have waning influence. And that community, that it takes a village approach becomes very, very important. So who are my kids' friends? Who are my kids' friends' parents? Who are my kids' friends' coaches? Who are my kids' friends' teammates? Trying to be very, not strategic, where like every single decision is trying to manipulating who's in their lives, but we want to be around like-minded people that have shared values and shared approaches. That's the opportunity about camping, is you get to be out in nature. You get to spend time with the other parents. You get to spend time with the other kids. And, most of all, you get to see that community and that collective approach to raising your family. And it's pretty special. This video is sponsored by Stopbox. I love Stopbox for a variety of reasons. I travel a ton, and being able to have the firearm in a secured box that I can just throw into my luggage and get in really, really, really easy, just like that, completely TSA compliant. This is just the simplest way to travel. Obviously, I have lots of firearms. I have lots of firearms in my home, and I have lots of little kids in my home. So I want to make sure all of my firearms are secured. This is the way to do it. It's so simple, and there's no electronics, there's no batteries, it's completely mechanical, and it's made in USA, right there, made in the USA. So simple, accessible, and secure most of all. TSA approved and mother approved. Those are probably the two things that I need the most often. Check out Stopbox, absolutely incredible.
There's a table in the back. I need all of this carried and set on the table in the back. Be really gentle with it. It's good stuff.
You know, people think it takes a lot to make kids happy, but it really doesn't. A couple of tents, a trampoline, and of course, food. Dang little teenagers. They're starting to eat more and more, but truly sometimes we just need to let kids be kids. When I think back, every one of my formative memories were camping with my parents. There are moments that are going to carry with them for forever. The kind that live in the back of their mind when they're older, when life gets heavier, and they need to remember what pure joy felt like. I have two older daughters. I missed a big portion when they were little kids. I wasn't there. I was in Iraq or I was in Afghanistan. And getting another crack at it has maybe been one of the greatest blessings in my life. Because I missed these big portions of my big kids, one of which I recently watched walk down the aisle. It's I'm trying to reconcile with them. They acknowledge that it was different and hard, and it was a different phase of my life. I can't say that I wouldn't want to go back in time and change it, but I can say with my whole entire heart that I love them with every ounce of who I am.
All right. Well, tents are set up. We've got tent number 1 over there, a wise dad. Tent number 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the wisest dads of them all. Ooh, way over there, away from the boys. Yeah, they know what they're doing.
And for us dads, here's a reminder. Be there. Be present. You blink and they're teenagers. You blink again and they're out in the world. So you have to grab hold of days like this and make them count. They say it takes a village, and it couldn't be more true. A kid isn't just raised by their parents, but rather by a community. So build something together. That's what this is. Just one day, one backyard, one group of friends, but a whole lot of memories that are getting made here. And for these kids, it'll mean more than they will ever know right now. Okay, enough sappy stuff. Let's just get back to the party.
Some of the fellas are over there still doing water balloon fights. I am getting the night vision and thermals set up and charged. I also have my phone charging. Thing's awesome. But yeah, there's my bed. There's the 10 boys. And then we're gonna have a moment of calm before the storm. As soon as that sun goes down, I think it's gonna be on.
Happy birthday, dear Rolo. Happy birthday to you.
All right.
I get the first foot.
We skipped the cake this year and went old school. Marshmallows, chocolate, graham crackers, sticky hands, melted smiles, and total chaos. 10 years, and it feels like it just happened in a blink.
It's ugly, it's good, and it's the weirdest piece of crap I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. The game of hunters and runners has begun. The runners had a 60-second head start, and it's currently happening right now. We have Ben and Mr. Akil hunting with a SIG. There we go. And then we have Brandon over here with a pass 13. You're out.
Go to the hospital for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you get back out.
Grab a drink of water and get out there, buddy.
Go to the hospital 5 minutes.
Man, once that sugar kicked in and the sun went down, it was game on. Whether it was cortisol or just sugar, they were absolutely going ham. Hunters versus runners. It's a pretty straightforward game. You have the hunters, which are the hide and seek portion of it, and the runners are the ones trying to hide, but then once they're found, they get to try to escape. So it's a little bit of SEER school, survival, evasion, resistance, and escape, but they get to do it with thermal optics and night vision. The kids had an awesome time playing, and I tried to steal some of the night vision gear to get a quick glimpse of them playing, but that's what they were using. But they were having so much fun, I couldn't get it out of their hands. Once the game was done and they were sweaty messes, they just went back to the trampoline. The new toys are fun for a little bit, but ultimately, the pool and the trampoline will always take precedent when you got 10-year-olds. As all these little souls are getting ready for bed, it is so clear now, in retrospect of all the things that I've done in my life, all the moments that I've had from career fights, championship fights, how meaningless those are in comparison to the responsibilities of being a parent. The opportunity to contribute to this next generation, to your kids, and making their lives just a little bit better than yours. I mean, that's everything.
Well, this turned into like the den of farts. This tent with them. We had what ultimately ended up being 11 dudes in here. They went to bed at 2:30 a.m. And the moment the sun came up, here we are.
I got another pot of coffee on its way out. The hardest and maybe arguably the worst part of camping, the tent breakdowns. So, pretty incredible. Here we go. Teamwork makes the dream work.